Yo, 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 what is up? What is up, y'all? It's me, Key, and I am back. I'm in the building with another live stream. Appreciate everyone who is in the chat already. Benny Boom, what is going on? Dick 3, what is going on? Prince Sean, my guy, what is going on with y'all tonight? And welcome to the 7200 Seconds podcast with the hottest topics in 2 hours. 72 seconds is 2 hours. So we're going to be NFL heavy since NFL is back. And got my guest with me tonight, Coach Donte. Hold up, he is in the back. He's ready and we're live on his channel as well. I'm on Twitter. I am on Facebook. And also, I am on YouTube. So let me bring my guy up on here.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Yo,
What's good?
Dante, what's going on?
What's going on, man? I'm ready. I'm ready. What's good?
Y'all ready for this? So,
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure. Oh, week away from high school. I appreciate. You excited about going back, Sean?
Huh? Oh, what'd you say?
No, I'm just reading some of the comments here in the
All right, all
chat.
right, all right, all right.
But we are live. Also, we're on your channel as well. We're on your
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, so we live on your side as well. So, how
Mm-hmm.
you been today, Dante? How you been today? How's
Man,
your day going?
I've been good, man. Just been dropped a Rondo video back to the Lakers and stuff like that. You already know, been very good, man. Been grinding on 2K as well, man. I'm just excited. Football season almost here. Just thank God for the last preseason game. Thank God I don't have to see Nick Mullins no more. I just thank God for that. And yeah, I'm ready to get into it, man. I'm just ready to get
All
into it.
right, well, like I said, we're going to first show. We're going to be NFL. We're going to be NFL happy
Oh,
because
let's
it
do
is the
it.
start of the NFL season. As the season progresses,
Yeah,
basketball season starting, everything else, we'll start talking more about basketball, a little bit of baseball, mix that up. But
yeah.
again, we're football happy right now, so
Let's get it.
let's break down each division. Um,
Okay.
Pick our predictions. Who's going to win this division? Is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to repeat? What can Brady
Mm-hmm.
do? Can he get a back to back with
Yeah,
Tampa Bay? Nobody thought he could move. Nobody thought ever he would leave New England.
yeah.
Better yet, go to another team and take that team to the Super Bowl. So, what you think about Brady? You think he can repeat?
It's always a chance, man. One thing about you can never count on Tom Brady. You can never count him out, even when you think he's too old, people could say, "Oh, he's too old. Brady don't have it no more." That guy's gonna always find a way to get into the mix of things. Like I say, they with the talent they got on that defense, that offense. They got probably the best linebacking core in the game, and they got Carl Williams in the secondary. They got Antoine Winfield in the secondary, and that linebacking core, Levante David, and all of that. That defensive line is very, very good. The offense is just explosive. With Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette had ran the ball pretty well last year. Mike Evans, 1,000-yard receiver every single season since he got into the league. And you also got Chris Godwin, and you got AB Antonio Brown over there. So like I say, that team is explosive. I don't see too many teams beating this team in the NFC or the AFC. But like I said, I see some teams giving them for a run for their money. And anything is possible with Tom Brady. As long as you got Tom Brady, you have a shot to win. You have a shot to win any given week.
All right, so again, let's break down this division. We're going to start with the AFC. Of course, we got the
Okay.
AFC West. I mean, the AFC East. You got the Patriots with Cam Newton coming back, and Mac Jones, who they
Okay.
drafted from Alabama. Then we got the Jets getting a new coach. Got Miami Dolphins stacking up. They got Tua. They drafted Weddle.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Buffalo Bills, hot Josh Allen last year took that division. Out of that division, who's going to repeat?
Out of the AFC East.
Yep.
I still think it's the Buffalo Bills. I still think it's the Buffalo Bills. I think it's their division to lose. The Buffalo Bills are very talented. Josh Allen, by the way, deserves his money. Deserves his money for what he did with that team. But Stephon Diggs was all he was the key as well. He was the key as well. I know he glad to left that he left Minnesota. Uh, and then they got a great defense. They got a top four corner in the league in Tre'Davious White. They got Carlos Hyde, who's very good at defensive line, is very good. Devin Singletary is a very good running back that you can run between the tackles, catch out of the backfield. A very smaller running back. So, like I say, these guys are very good. These guys are talented. Sean McDermott is a good head coach, and I just see this team competing again. I just think they're the better overall team in this division.
Yeah, I think they definitely can get over the hump. I know they got as far as they did last season, but I think they got beat by the they get beat by the Chiefs. I
Yeah,
think
the
they got
Chiefs.
beat
It was the
by
Chiefs.
got beat by the Chiefs. But that offense,
Yeah.
um, Knox is a tight end. Singletary, Josh Allen can sling it. Don't forget about
Mm-hmm.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon
That
Diggs.
definitely
Yeah.
can catch the ball. So I like the Bills offense. I like what they're doing. Sean McDermott, everybody is underrating him as a coach. He's a good coach. I
Mm-hmm.
do see Buffalo taking this division again. I'm gonna say Miami's going to be number two with Tua. He got reunited with Jalen Leto. He's over there. So you know, and that defense up and coming. They got Zayden Howard back there. One of the that man was crazy last year with
Yeah, yeah,
interceptions, with 10 interceptions. Um, so I think Miami is going to be coming up. Don't forget they still got Devontae Parker over there, other wide
yeah,
receiver.
yeah.
So they're. I think Miami's going to be fine, but I think got them as number two, and then I got New England three, then I got the
Obvious.
Jets at
Yeah,
four. You know the New England got Cam Newton back. They
yeah.
also drafted Mac Jones, and then you know, they just let go. They just traded. Hold on. They just
All right.
traded. Who they just traded away?
Who? New
New
England.
England.
I don't, I'm not. Hold on. I got to get into it.
Sorry, people calling me.
Nah, you good.
The running back. They
Uh
traded to
oh, Sony Michelle.
LA.
Sony Michelle. Sony
Sony
Michelle.
Michelle. So you know
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah,
got traded Sony Michelle, but you know they still got their running backs James White, but you know he catch out the backfield situations. But they
yeah.
got that running back in Harris, and he's going to be good for them.
Yeah. Like I said, I got it in the same order. Miami, I got them actually as a wild card team in the wild card because I believe, like I said, I love head coach Brian Flores. I think he's an up and start coming head star head coach in this league. And like I say, like I say again, it's also it also can backfire because everything depends on how Tua play as quarterback. That's what the Dolphins. That's what the Dolphins seems like. Everything depends on how Tua play as quarterback. You got some good wide receivers. You got Will Fuller over there, who's a speedster who can take the top off the defense. Devontae Parker is a good wideout. It was a couple of years that he wanted out of Miami. Now I guess he's very good. I guess he's okay. They got that situation under control now. Don't forget the tight end out of Penn State,
Oh, Mike
Obashevsky.
Gesicki.
Yeah, yeah, Mike Seki as well. He's pretty good, and I'll say the running back by committee is pretty good. Gaston and all of those guys, man, they're pretty good. But like I say, Tua is the engine to make this team go. Like I say, I got these guys as a second wild card, and of course, of course, you got the Patriots, but the Patriots can also be a playoff team too. They can also be a playoff team too if everything break right for them. I don't want to count out Bill Belichick, but and we can all agree on the New York Jets. They're gonna probably be one of the worst football teams in the National Football League.
And plus, they
Probably,
got a new head coach.
yeah.
I mean,
Plus,
they
they
got a
got a new
rookie
head coach.
quarterback,
Yes, so
Zach Wilson, and then you know
everything
they
gonna
got
get
rid of
well
Sam
for them.
Darnold. I know they
Yeah,
got some key injuries. Um, Carl Lawson went down, but then they got Shaq Lawson
Shaq
for
Lawson. Yeah,
pennies.
yeah.
So that did help them out defensive wise. So I
But
mean, you know,
also, Also, Shaq Lawson wasn't going to make the Texans football team. I don't think he was going to make the football team anyway. He wasn't getting a lot of reps. It was guys on the defensive side of the ball playing better than him anyway. So that told you by that trade. He did request a trade. He did request a trade, but that shows you he wasn't really going to make the football team. Regardless, that's why they made that bail. But that it does upgrade the Jets defense as well because they desperately needed some defensive line help.
And then don't forget about the two tight end set that New England always like to have going back to the
Yeah,
Gronkowski
they
Hernandez days. So
yeah
they
they
did bring Johnu Smith in and Hunter Henry
Yeah,
for
that's going to be pretty solid.
some
That's
key
going to be pretty.
weapons for Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what Cam can do. Cam's going to be Cam. He's still 6'5". He's still athletic. He
Yep.
still can run. But can he stay in the pocket and throw and
Yeah.
not run like he usually did last year? He had the most red zone touchdowns
Yeah.
leading the team. Can he not run so much?
Yeah. Yeah. Because like I say again, it's just like in this league again, like I say, same thing as basketball. If you can shoot, you can stay in the league a long time. If you can throw and have any type of accuracy, you can stay in the National Football League for a while if you can throw and you have any type of accuracy. Like I say, Cam Newton has never really been able to be consistent in the pocket. He's have to show some improvement on that as well. But like I say, they can easily slip up and be second place and be in a wild fight for a wild card spot just because of Bill Belichick. And you still got Stephon Gilmore, I think, over there, and J.C. Jackson is very, very good. And then you got the McCourty twins, I believe, over there as well. So they're gonna find some type of way to be competitive.
So yeah, we all in agreement that Buffalo's going to take that division.
Yes.
How about the
Yes, sir.
AFC? The AFC West. We got the defending, the champs of last year, the Kansas City Chiefs. We got the Las Vegas Raiders. We got the Los Angeles Chargers, and then we got the Denver Broncos. Who do you think out that division is going to?
I I say it's a no doubt on this one. It's Kansas City. I just their offense is too loaded. They're just too dominant on offense. Their defense may be average. Their defense was 22nd in the league last year, but it's like when you stop, it seemed like when they stop, if you get a couple of stops from Patrick Mahomes, he will do the trick. But like I say, their offenses just keep coming at you. They never take their foot off the gas. Eric Bieniemy is a great offensive play caller. He should be a head coach. He's gonna be a head coach next year. He might be a head coach next year. He had a lot of talks with a lot of teams, so that showed you how great of an offensive coordinator he is, and he's gonna be a coach at some point. Andy Reid is one of the greatest coaches of all time. And also a very good play caller, but Eric Bieniemy making calling the plays over there, and he's going to be a head coach in this league, probably next year or somewhere in the future. But he's definitely going to be a head coach. There was Elair. He's going to be pretty good. Nicole Hartman, who's very fast and also a kickoff returner, one of the best return men in the National Football League. You got Tyreek Hill. But like I say again, he's a very good. I question his hands a little bit. The only thing you scared of about Tyreek Hill is the
Mm-hmm.
speed level. That's what makes it scary to guard Tyreek Hill because of his speed. He can get by. It doesn't matter what coverage you playing. He still can run past you. Travis Kelsey is just a dominant tight end. The offensive line was hurt last year in the Super Bowl, but like I said, with a healthy offensive line, they can be pretty good. But as long as you got that Patrick
The offensive
Mahomes,
line
as long as you
was
got
hurt.
that Patrick Mahomes, you're pretty decent, man. You can do some things. There's no doubt my pick to win this division.
Right, and then Patrick Mahomes could be dangerous too. What's
Yeah.
up, Sean? His life. How you doing?
What up,
Um,
babe?
Patrick Mahomes definitely could be still be dangerous. He can do that
Yeah.
little sidearm.
Yeah.
They're on the defensive side. They was always suspect, but they work into their own with their defense. Of course, you got the Honey Badger back there. Justin Ford, I think he's still over there. Again, Eric Bieniemy, I think he got cheated out of a head coaching job somewhere because
Yeah.
out of everybody, I think he deserved to
Yeah.
be coaching. It is still funny though that we did offer him a job, but he didn't. It's just
Yeah.
anyway. He's going to get a head coaching
Yeah.
job
He's
somewhere.
definitely.
So I'm in agreements with you there that the Chiefs will take that division. I think second, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm going to say the Chargers.
I
Um,
like the Chargers.
I see how the Chargers, they held their own last year. It's just
Yeah.
their defense that was a little bit suspect for them. Justin Herbert didn't think we was going to see him till later on in the season after Tyrod Taylor went down, but Herbert came in there and balled out. Still got Keenan Allen. Don't have Melvin Gordon no more over there. Got uh, Austin Eckler, and then you got Kelly back there as his backup. Them two as a force is good. And don't forget the defensive side of the ball. Joey
Yeah.
Bosa. But I like the Chargers coming in at number two, and then we're gonna have the Raiders at three. We all know Derek Carr, Darren Waller, one of the best tight ends in the league right now. Josh Jacobs. They got the receivers Henry Ruggs. They got Brian Edwards, Hunter Renfro there in the slot. Their defense now, the Raiders' defense is a little suspect. They did get
Yeah.
Njoku over the free agent, so that'll help them out on defensive side. And then their
Hmm.
secondary they boosted up, but I still think their defense is going to be a little suspect. And then in the rear, it's going to
Hmm.
be Denver. Bridgewater's over there now. He's going to be the starter. Drew Lock
Hmm.
got locked out. He's not in that he's gonna be the backup. Then they got Patrick Surtain in the draft to help out their secondary. They're not gonna have Von Miller this year. I think he's hurt
Hmm.
again. It's gonna be another season we're not gonna see Von Miller. So I don't know what Denver's gonna do with Von Miller. Are they just gonna cut him? Or we don't know. They got a good young receiving core, Courtney Sutherland. They got KJ Hamler over there from Penn
Yeah.
State. So what you think about the AFC West?
Like I said, I agree with you. But the only thing that's tricky to me is Denver and Oak and Las Vegas Raiders. I'm like I say, I want to go with Denver. I think they're going to be better, is what everybody expected. But then again, I'm gonna take the Raiders in third place. I'm gonna definitely take the Chargers. I love Justin Herbert. I think their defense is a little suspect too, but you got Bosa over there who's pretty good. You got I don't know if they have Ingram again. I think he with Pittsburgh. I think he signed with Pittsburgh. Is if I'm right. If I'm right up on that, I think he signed with Pittsburgh. But like I say, that offense of Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert, that's going to be dynamic. Austin Egler, those guys are very good over there. I got them in second place. Now my third place team, I'm gonna go with the Las Vegas Raiders. They got everything on offense. They was one of the top in the league in scoring, putting the ball in the end zone and scoring. The problem is their defense was just atrocious last year. They got to show me that they can stop somebody on the defensive side of the ball. The problem is not their offense. They scoring points. They're scoring some points. The problem is their defense. They get no pressure on the quarterback. That's why you got Ahmed Ngakwe for Jacksonville. That's why you got him from. And you also got Crosby, that guy that can put pressure on the quarterback as well. So your defensive line should be able to get to the quarterback. It should be able to improve. And that secondary should be able to improve with Abrams out there. They did get Carl Joseph back as well. So that secondary, they should be able to improve. But until they're on the field, until I see it, I just don't trust this secondary. But the offense is very dynamic, so I got them at number three. And Denver is going to be definitely be the last place team in the AFC South in the AFC West. Just because, like I say again, you got Teddy Bridgewater who don't throw the ball down the field that much, but he also doesn't hurt you with turnovers. You got Cortland Sutton who's very very good. Jared Judy who emerged late last year, he's gonna be good. Like I said, you got Noah Fant over there is a very good tight end as well. You got that running game. You got the running game who's okay when injuries is not accepted. And then, like I say, Sertan is gonna be one of the top corners, rookie corners in the league. And you got a great stingy defense, and you got one of the top three safeties in the game, and Justice Simmons. So again, like I say, they can be competitive. They can be better than what everybody expected, but I still got them in last place. And Drew Lock just can't get a break. I think they need to move on. I think he needs a change. He just can't get a break. Minute you think he was doing well. He had an awesome preseason. Let's not get out the way. You got an awesome preseason for Drew Lock, and Teddy Bridgewater somehow kind of beat him out, and the coach didn't see him that way. So, like I said again, Drew Lock, I think it's time for him to move on. I think it's time for both parties to move on.
Don't forget about the Chargers. They did get Asante Samuel Jr. as well
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
secondary. D, it's okay. The disrespect to my
It's
Raiders,
okay,
but we gonna
D.
prove everyone wrong.
Hey,
Shout
I
out
just
to
wanna, hey D, I just wanna see this defense step up. Like the problem is not the offense, the problem is the defensive side of the ball. I just want to see the secondary. If that secondary can perform better, then the Raiders will be a playoff team. But like I said, I want to see it on that field. I want to see this defense stop somebody. I want to see the defensive side of the ball improve. I know the offense is gonna. We know the offense is gonna put up points. We know that. But I just want to see this. I would just want to see more of that defensive side of the ball.
right. I agree. But hey, you never know. See what if
Yeah.
Vegas can prove us wrong. But again, I got them third in the division. I'm picking
Mm-hmm.
the Chargers to be second, and of course, we got the Chiefs and Mahomes, and then again coming in the rear is going to be Denver. But the AFC North, it's who you got is Pittsburgh. We got the Browns, we got the Ravens, and we got Cincinnati.
This is where it's tough at. Damn. I'm gonna go Browns. I'm gonna go Browns. I think they're a little bit. I think they're better. They got a dynamic 1-2 punch in Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Baker Mayfield has improved a lot ever since Kevin Stefanski became the head coach of that team. If Odell Beckham can give you one healthy season, along with Jarvis Landry and David Njoku, that could be something scary. But the problem is Odell Beckham has been hurt the last 2 years. He has not been on the football field, and it's like almost they didn't even need him, so they can perform without him as well too. But they still kind of need him probably to keep that can put him over the top. That defense is improved. Greg Ward, I mean Derek Ward, Denzel Ward is very good. That defense is very scary. Miles Garrett is very scary. That defensive line is very scary. I got the Browns in first. I got the Ravens in second because of that running game. And Lamar Jackson, the only way, like I say, the Ravens are a playoff team, but they're not Super Bowl contender because of Lamar Jackson. He's got to prove that he can beat people in the pocket. If you can't beat people you can't always will be willing to use your legs. That's why Deshaun Watson is an
Mhm.
elite quarterback. That's why he's an elite quarterback because he learns how to sit in the pocket and beat people in the pocket as well as he can use his legs. Lamar Jackson hasn't learned how to do that yet. Uh, but they're still going to be competitive. They're still going to be a wild card playoff team. They're still good enough. They still got a great defense. J.K. Dobbins is out. That's going to hurt him a little bit. That's going to hurt him a little bit deep. I need Hollywood Brown to step up a little more. He has not stepped up. He has not become the receiver we thought he would. We actually would. He would be. But I still trust in Lamar. Just having Lamar Jackson on that team and having a great coach in Harvard and a great defense. I think that they lost Judon as well. That's going to be a big loss too. They lost him to New England. That's going to be a
Mhm.
big loss too. That's going to be a big loss too. So I got them in third, but in Pittsburgh, I got them in second. Pittsburgh gonna fall off a little bit. I think it's time to draft another quarterback. I really actually think it's time. They still got Denzel. They still got Washington, James Washington over there. But I don't know if we don't know his mindset. We don't know if we heard rumors he wants to be traded. He wants to be more involved in the offense, but we don't know how that's gonna play out. Chase Claypool is very, very good. You don't. You still Najee Harris is a very good pickup in the draft. Their defense secondary is kind of suspect a little bit. Their secondary, even when Mika Fitzpatrick and Hayden over there, I still don't trust them as much. I think they're going to regress a little bit. And then you got the Bengals with Joe Burrow, a healthy season. You got Zach Taylor as the head coach. This defense is kind of suspect, and they're gonna be in fourth place.
Yeah, I got. I'm definitely. I think I'm with you with the Browns. The Browns definitely showed that they could compete. They got in the playoffs. Who would have thought that they would come out and bust that whooping on Pittsburgh like they did, coming out the gate 28-0. I was like,
Yeah.
what team is this? What team is this? And they got the best 1-2 tandem and
Yeah.
Chubbs and Kareem Hunt. And just imagine if Kareem Hunt would have stayed in Kansas City.
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
But he did what he did. Kansas City cut him. Cleveland gave him a chance, and he one of the best two punches that the Browns got. OBJ, if he can stay healthy, got Jarvis Landry. They got Austin Hooper down there. They finally addressed their offensive line. Baker Mayfield has no excuses now. He has no
Yeah,
excuses that he can get the job done. They could have
yeah.
beat the Chiefs.
They could have beat
It
the
was
Chiefs.
their
Yeah,
defense
yeah,
that didn't keep them in the game. Like that
yeah.
would have been a crazy upset. I actually picked Cleveland to beat the Chiefs in the upset, but the they defense couldn't hold, and I think
Yep.
they did upgrade a little bit. So I got Cleveland winning the division again. I think Pittsburgh's going to come in second. They did add a Najee Harris to their running game because they lost James Conner to Arizona. You still got Juju Smith-Schuster, got Chase Claypool. Don't forget about Devontae. I think that's his name. Johnson. So
Yeah.
Ben still can sling the ball.
Hmm.
His offensive line is a little suspect. Again, he's getting up there in age. Dwayne Haskins trying to make the team. I
Hmm.
don't know with Pittsburgh. And then Baltimore's coming up in the rear. Yeah, Lamar Jackson has to show that he can throw. He can't just run because one
Hmm.
get lick and it's going to be
Yeah.
a wrap.
Oh yeah, you saw that
It's
during the
going to be a
Bills
wrap.
game when he had that concussion. You saw that during the Bills game.
So now it's because we see, and then coming in there, it's going to be Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's the up and coming. I think he would have been rookie of the year last year if he didn't hurt his knee.
Yeah.
He gets his receiver back, and Lamar Chase. Them two back in LSU. T Higgins and those guys over there at the receiving core. I think they'll be fine. But Cincinnati is going to be in the end at the fourth place. But now, do you think coaches now know how to go after Lamar Jackson?
Yes, I think the like I say, I think they got enough film. I think they do got enough film. I think they actually do. But I say the only thing is like I say, Lamar Jackson is an athlete. He can probably play any position if he wants to. He probably can play running back. I know for sure can play receiver for sure. That's what people tried to get him. Some people tried to get him to play, but they say no. Is he? He said to them he's a quarterback. I think he's a quarterback. He just needs improvement. He just needs improvement on learning how to sit there, stand strong in the pocket, and not think run first, not think run up out of that first. Some of that and that offense is built through Lamar Jackson. There's no question he can play the position, but the best thing defenses can try to do put a spy on him, make him beat you for the pocket. He just hasn't proved to done that. He just haven't proved to do that right now. He just haven't been able to do that.
So Vinny Boom said in the comments, he said Cleveland ain't winning the North. I don't think they will do what they did last year again. Too much tape on them, and Baker Mayfield isn't ready. You think Baker can? You think he solidifies himself? It's like, does he keep the momentum going?
I think he does, man. Like I say again, with a healthy Odell Beckham, and like I say, Jarvis Landry, David Njoku in that top two running game, they're gonna run the football. They're gonna Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt is gonna run all over these defenses. Baker Mayfield cut down on his turnovers a little bit. I think he got the right tools. I think he got the right tools and the right talent to do it. To repeat again, but we can win again. I can't wait till the season start. We're gonna see all that. But if you ask me, yes, I think they can. I think they can do the same thing again. I don't know if they're gonna beat the Chiefs. I don't know that. That's another question we can answer. But till we get there, but yeah, I think they can repeat what they did last year. I
And
definitely do.
definitely like the coaching staff that they had.
Yes.
Is it Kitchens? No, what's his name?
Yeah. It's Kevin
Yeah,
Stefanski.
yeah, to Kevin Stefanski. He went down for COVID last year, and they didn't have no coach. It just
Yeah.
shows that the team rallied around him. They was a team. They was like but he knows that team. That was a good coach, good coaching pick for Cleveland and for Baker Mayfield to somebody else to
Yeah.
develop him and get some talent around in Cleveland. I know has been waiting a
Yeah.
long time.
And I want to bring up something right quick, Miss Key. Last year the down year that they had before this good year, uh, for Baker Mayfield when they had head coach. That's when Baker Mayfield campaigning for Freddie Kitchens. You remember
Hmm.
that guy, right? That guy
Yeah.
trash offense, trash head coach, offensive play calling, trash. That's why Baker Mayfield was struggling the way he did. He's got a better coach. He's got a better play caller than Kevin Stefanski, and it showed last year in a lot of good situations. In a lot of good situations, it showed last year. So yes, I think it can maintain again.
Coach from Cleveland. Hold on, see what Benny said. Get these comments up here. All right, Coach Fonts. If Cleveland wins the North, I'll give you a free T-shirt. He said if they win the North, he give you a free T-shirt.
Hey, I don't. Hey, no, thank you to the T-shirt, but like I say, we'll see, man. If you're right, you're right, bro. Like I say, again, it's just predictions, man. But like I say, based on the roster, we look at it on paper. Like I say if they don't win, they don't win. You know, it ain't no big deal. Everybody, you know, I expect your opinion, man. If they don't win, they like I say again, Baltimore can win the division as well. You never know, man. So we'll find out. We'll find out.
Thing with Baltimore right now is they just lost their running back J.K. Dobbins, and
Yeah.
he was a beast in Ohio State the year before. He came in last year. He came into that three-headed running back they had. They had Ingram, they had
Mhm.
Edwards, and then they used Dobbins. Ingram kind of fell off because he's getting older. It's all about the running game. Now you got
Yeah.
Gus Edwards back there. I don't think he's enough. Now, do you think that they should go out bringing a Todd Gurley or a LaShawn McCoy type of situation, or even a Le'Veon Bell?
I wouldn't go the Le'Veon Bell route, but if they want to, I could. I would rather go the Todd Gurley route. I would rather do that. I think Todd Gurley. I think he's still young too. I think he still can do it with the right type of system. That with the right type of system, and then they're gonna be run heavy too. They're gonna be run heavy too. Like I say, I think Todd Gurley. I would rather go with Todd Gurley as an option right there. I think Todd Gurley would be
Keith
the
is in the
option.
building. Keith, we talking about your Ravens. Yes, we're both picking them to be third in the division. Sorry, Keith, but we're not picking the Baltimore to win the division. We actually went with the Cleveland Browns. We got Pittsburgh and then Baltimore. Lamar got to bring it. He still got to prove he can stay in the pocket. I still think he runs
Yeah.
too dang on much to be a. There's no way that your running back should have more yardage. Your quarterback should have more yardage than your running back. No,
Yeah.
it can't. I can't.
But
No.
but I think they got the talent. I like them in second place. I think they're the second best team in that division. I think they're a wild card team. But when they all to say they're not a Super Bowl contender, they're not an elite team. They are a playoff team. They're not an elite team though. They're not an elite team.
Um, Pittsburgh. Keith said Pittsburgh, who just got washed up by the team we killed. Well, no, Lamar just got to show he can pass in the pocket.
Yeah, he just got to
Once
show he
he
can beat
once
people
he
in the
do
pocket.
that, he's fine. Like he thinks he runs first, then he runs first happy type of quarterback. Where you see Patrick Mahomes, he'll sit in the pocket, he runs when he have to. There's a difference. So I feel like Lamar runs first and then doesn't know, but I feel like he still needs to throw in the pocket. And of course they got Mark Andrews, another good tight end. But
Yep.
we'll see. But exactly, I agree. Right here, Lamar must improve his accuracy.
Yeah, see that's the problem is he can play the quarterback position. He can play the quarterback position. He had an MVP type season, so it shows signs that he can play quarterback a little bit. He can play quarterback, but I just want to see him. That's why he was bounced out every year, first, second round, because like I say, when it's on the line, he has not been able to sit in the pocket and make big plays. Look at Buffalo last year, how he got put out the game, trying to sit in the pocket and stuff like that. You got to be able to prove that you can take a hit in the while sitting in the pocket and throw with accuracy in the pocket. I mean, he can play the quarterback spot. That's not a question. It just he got to learn to beat how to beat people in the pocket.
Cleveland should have beat Baltimore. We know what happened. It was their defense. On that was the best. That was the best Monday night game I've ever seen last year. One of this going down in history because the score was crazy. But if Cleveland's defense held Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, Cleveland would have beat Baltimore. Keep
hmm
stop it. The Ravens and the Rams in the Super Bowl. Stop it. Stop it. We'll be a wild card team. We got to play every week. Okay. Lamar took a he said Lamar took a poop and came back and won. But no, Cleveland would have beat y'all if it wasn't for that defense. But let's go into your division. Go to the AFC South. Of course, we got the Texans, we got the Jags, the Colts, and the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to say Tennessee Titans is going to win that division. They picked up Julio Jones. They still got Derrick Henry, leading rusher. They got Tannehill. The defense isn't bad. Mike Vrabel definitely knows how to coach. He come from Bill Belichick.
Hmm.
I got the Titans winning that division. The Colts picked up Carson Wentz. They still got a good offensive line. They're taking some hits right now, whether it's the COVID, um, whether it's the COVID hits, injuries. Carson, we don't know if he's going to play, and we don't know if he's going to start. So, they still got a good running game. Jonathan Taylor, Naeem Hines. I don't think Marlon Mack's there, but them two,
Hmm.
1-2 tandem. What's going on, JL Gaming? Um, you got them. So I think it's going to be Tennessee. It's going to be the Colts, the Jags, and then the Texans. So, what you think about the AFC South?
Like I say, I got the Tennessee Titans. I think they're a better team than Indianapolis Colts. They're one of my few teams like that I got beat, probably having a chance beating the Chiefs. Them are the Buffalo Bills. They're one of the few teams that I got competing with the Chiefs. That running game is scary with Derrick Henry. That Yeah, like I say, that running game is scary. With the Tennessee Titans, I think Derrick Henry is gonna have another good season. AJ Brown is a stud. He's a stud. Julio Jones, adding Julio Jones with this team, they're gonna be very very good. The defense, you can't score on their defense. They're not a great defensive team. They're not a great secondary. But their offense is going to allow them to compete, and their offense is dynamic. Top Ryan Tannehill is very very good as well. He's very much improved, and I'll say again, we're gonna see again. But the second place team, I have the Indianapolis Colts. I had them as a wild card team. I definitely had them as a wild card team at first, but then again, I don't know how available Carson Wentz is gonna be. I just don't know how available he's gonna be. Naheem Hines, Jonathan Taylor is pretty good. This defense with Darius Leonard,
My
they're gonna be
laptop died.
fine. Nah, you you good. This defense with Darius Leonard is gonna compete. Frank Wright is the head coach. He's very good. So that's my second place team. My third best team is my Houston Texans. I think we're a little bit better than the Jacksonville Jaguars. But it wouldn't shock me if we be in last place. It wouldn't shock me if we had a worse record in the National Football League. Taylor, locker room influence, doesn't turn the ball over. Actually, a pretty deep, okay quarterback. He won't hurt you with turnovers. He also very mobile. Brandon Cooks is a 1,000 yard receiver every single season when he doesn't have a concussion. The running back situation, I don't know if we're going to come out with Philip Lindsay. I don't know Mark Ingram, David Johnson. He hasn't got enough reps in preseason, so I don't know how that situation going to go out. But outside of Brandon Cooks, I really don't know who's the other receivers are going to be outside
They
of
got
that.
Randall Cobb.
No, they we traded them to the Green Bay Packers. We traded them back
Oh
to the
yeah,
Green
that's
Bay
right. That's
Packers.
right.
Yeah, but we do got Nico Collins who had a good camp and a good preseason. We still got Chris Conley who's pretty capable. And this defense, is something about this defense that Lovey Smith preaches turnovers. We had a great defense in the preseason, but that's a goddamn preseason. I want to see it week one and throughout the season how much we're gonna force turnovers. But like I say, I got us in number three in Jacksonville. I think Trevor Lawrence gonna have some bumps and bruises a little bit. He's going to show some flashes of him being a great quarterback. He's going to also show some not so flashes. But like I say, that's what every rookie quarterback they're going to have. Marvin Jones is a great veteran. Laviska Shenault is a pretty good receiver, and their running back is pretty good. Their running back is 1,000 yard wideout from last year. This defense, I don't know about the defense. The defense is not very very good. But that those are my top teams in the AFC South. And the Tennessee Titans defense, they're suspect as hell too. Their offense is just going to be dynamic.
Yeah, I got the Titans, Colts. Jags, Texans. Who's gonna be the QB for the Texans? We all know
Oh, it's
Deshaun
Tyrod
Watson.
Taylor.
Oh,
Tyrod
that's right,
Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor. We all know Deshaun Watson and that stuff that's going on with him. So he's not going to play this year. He's trying to see if he is going to get traded. But even if he does get traded, nobody's going to definitely
Yeah.
try to pick him up or anything. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so who's coming out of the AFC?
The AFC as a whole. I
Mm-hmm.
mean to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. It's gonna be a little tough. You have to expect the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with Chiefs. I'm gonna go with Chiefs. I'm gonna go with Chiefs in the AFC. I'm gonna go with Chiefs until you can beat Patrick Mahomes. Till you can find a way to teams can find a way to beat him when it matters the most and stop this man. I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with him.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's gonna be Buffalo and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Buffalo. I'm gonna go not Buffalo. I'm gonna go with Chiefs and Tennessee. I'm gonna take Chiefs and Tennessee.
I'm gonna switch over to the NFC side of the ball, starting with the NF. I call it the NFC least because that's what they were last year. The NFC least division.
Uh,
NFC East. We got the Philadelphia Eagles. We got Dallas Cowboys. The Washington football team. The no names and the Giants. I'm going to take the Eagles, not because that's my favorite team. I'm just taking them to win. Um, Again, we got Jalen Hurts. We drafted Devontae Smith. We still got Zach Ertz, Goddard. We got a good running game in Miles Sanders. We did draft some good guys in Gainwell, and also on the defensive side of the ball, we get Kerrigan, we got Eric Wilson, we got Anthony Harris, got Darius Slay. I think this team and a new coaching staff as well. Nick Sirianni over there from the Colts, he's the offensive coordinator there. We bring Shane Steichen in here from the Chargers. He was the OC over there, and we all know
hmm
what he did with Justin Herbert. So he got a young receiving core. We got a young team. I think they can actually win this division. I think they're gonna say be 10-6. Then it's gonna be Dallas, Washington, and then I think the Giants are gonna be last.
I got the Philadelphia Eagles at 11-6 record. Uh, Again, if barring no injury, especially from Jalen Hurts, if he gets injured, then our season is gonna crumble. That's just is what it is. If he gets injured, our season is over with. We might well just call it right then and there. Uh, Jalen Rager, I want to see some big things up out of him, which I think he's gonna be big. Quez Watkins, who took the first team reps, and he's playing a slot receiver from what I know right now is going to be good. He's going to get a lot of opportunities, a lot of mismatches, and you're going to also have Devontae Smith who can get open at any time, any place, anywhere he can get open. This defense is going to be very competitive. I like this coaching staff, and I got us at 11-6 and making the playoffs. I got the I got the Dallas Cowboys. Number. I got the New York Giants. Matter of fact, I got the New York Giants. I'm not trusting the Dallas Cowboys. New York Giants. But the only thing skeptical with me is the quarterback situation. And by the way, that was a great pass by Daniel Jones last night on an interception in the end zone. That was awesome. That was very,
At
very
the
good. That
one
was a
yard
great pass.
line, how do you
Yeah.
pass it on the 1 yard line? And then Evan Ingram, what kind? You're supposed to be a tight end blocking that. You didn't block nobody.
That was a great pass by Daniel Jones, but I got them. I got them in second
Going
though
on, Gooley.
because of their defense. And if anybody get injured on that team or Kenny Galladay get injured on that team, their hopes are going to be over. But that defense is going to keep them competitive. Now, as far as Dallas, far as I got the Washington football team. I got the Washington football team at third. The quarterback situation scare me as most. I don't care if you got Terry McLaurin, you do got Samuel, but that defense scared. That defense. The only thing that scares me is that damn defensive line. I don't know about that secondary too much. I gotta see that secondary a little bit battle tested because you haven't be able to see that secondary because that defensive line always get to the quarterback. They always get to the quarterback, so you haven't have a chance to get a good look at that secondary. The Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott ain't no way in the world he's coming out with that arm like that and gonna be blow it up right up out of the gate. No matter what, that team is gonna always find a way to blow up, to blow up in the locker room or on the field? What if someone just fighting on the field, headbutting somebody, or something going on in the locker room? That team is gonna always find a way to self destruct.
And the crazy part is Dallas. They got weapons. I mean, you got
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott, you got Amari Cooper, you got C.D. Lamb, Michael Gallup. I mean, they got the weapons. Defensive side of the ball has always been suspects for them. I know Vander Esch is
Mm-hmm.
back there. You know, Jalen Smith is back there. I mean, they're good. But it just seems like they're like my man Stephen A. say, they're an accident waiting to happen all the time. It
Yep. Yep.
never fails.
It
Never
never
fails.
failed.
Never fails.
And it
So,
always right. He always right too.
hmm
He never
then
failed.
and then Washington, Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson, Fitzpatrick's back there at a veteran quarterback. I mean, offensively, we can see what they can do. Defensive side, Chase Young is crazy. He was rookie defensive player of the year last year. So Washington always had a good defense. It was just
Mm-hmm.
their offense that was always suspect. And then the Giants, I mean, the Giants always, they still a building. They still
Yeah.
building. Daniel Jones, I don't know about him sometimes. Got Saquon Barkley. What's he going to do coming back from that ACL injury? Evan Ingram stay getting hurt. He got hurt last night. I don't know if he's going to be in. Sterling Shepard, he's always hurt. Can he have a healthy season? So I don't know with the Giants. And what do you think about Garner Minshew being a backup coming to
Hey,
the Eagles?
you know what? This is some funny thing, Keith. You remember when I was on Jake
Mm-hmm.
podcast the other day, and he said, "Give me three destinations that Gardner Minshew can go to."
Mm-hmm.
The first team I named was the Eagles, just because of Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins stink. That's the first team I actually named, and then I
Going
did
on
name the new
Austin Sports.
I did name the New York Giants because this is a make or break year for Daniel Jones. If he doesn't perform, I can see the Giants getting a quarterback next year. If he doesn't perform, I can see Giants getting another quarterback next year. But like I say, I think with the weapons that we got, if they don't get injured and Jalen Hurts does go down, I think Gardner Mitchell can step in and I think he can do a great job. He shows signs. He's very he's not. I wouldn't say he's mobile, but he can move up out the pocket when he has to, and he can make some great throws. So I think that's a very good pickup for the Philadelphia Eagles of grabbing up Gardner Minshew because he shows some potential that he can be a good, very decent quarterback, okay quarterback in this league. But the problem is, like I say again, to me, I think it's a lot of pressure on Hurts as well. I think it's a lot of pressure on him to perform. He has to perform this year. I don't like I say again. I don't want to see him have an average season. I don't want to see him have more interceptions than touchdowns. I just don't want to see Hurts just being inconsistent. Because if he's gonna be inconsistent, like I said again, man, that's gonna answer a lot of questions about you should have traded Hurts for Watson. You should have did this. You should have did that. And now we're gonna have to answer all of those questions if Hurts doesn't show up and doesn't perform.
Like a lot of critics is writing off Jalen Hurts already. Can y'all?
Yes.
He only played 4 games last year because Carson Wentz had an abysmal season last season. And then he wanted to be a little crybaby and go on the bench. Oh, I'm going to get trained because I can't play. Get out of here, Carson. You had a horrible season. Horrible season. What makes you think that we was done with the playoffs. He was making stupid decisions. He was holding on to the ball too long. There's something mental that happened with Carson Wentz last season because that wasn't
Yeah.
the same Carson Wentz. Gooley says the Giants are going to be like they were last year, but even worse. They can't protect Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones calls up the football too much. The Giants are trash. They need new management. I think they should go ahead and draft another QB. I'm shocked that they didn't try to get Garner Minshew. Um,
Hmm.
because we all know that Lawrence was the starter. But that's they lost. But
I mean, but
You said you got Dallas going in last place.
yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. I just don't. Like I say they can be in first too. They can be in first too. They put it all together. But I'm just saying we all know they're gonna find a way to self destruct some way. They're gonna find a way to do it. So, but it won't be surprised they do it every year. They've been doing it for the last 26 years. They're gonna find a way to self destruct when it matters. They're gonna find a way to. You seen how bad they self destruct when Dak Prescott was out. You seen how
Mm-hmm.
bad it imploded really bad. So like I say again, I got them in last place, but this also this is a make or break year for both quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones has a bad season, you can see the Giants definitely getting the quarterback in the draft. If Jalen Hurts has an average season or has more interceptions than touchdowns, you're gonna really see things explode right here. So that's one thing I'm kind of scared of. I want Jalen Hurts to have a great season. I want him to put up big numbers. But if he doesn't, and this team doesn't make the playoffs, just imagine people saying, "Oh, you should have got Deshaun Watson. You should have got this." Or you never know. You never know. You never know. Howard Roseman might fool around and just try to get a quarterback in the next draft. You just never know what Howard Roseman is gonna do.
And then Gooley says, personally, to me, the QB is not the issue. Daniel Jones is a decent QB, but when
No,
you
he's
don't
not.
protect him or Saquon Barkley, then you have problems with the running game. You have no passing game. And he also says, quite frankly, the winner of your division 9 times out of 10, it might likely be the Washington football team. They might go back to back with Dallas. You can't trust Jerry World. Okay, Gooley. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
I
let's
agree with
move
him.
on.
Go ahead, my bad. I
No,
agree
you
with him.
good.
I agree with him on everything else, but I don't think Daniel Jones is a very good quarterback. I just really don't. I mean, the Eagles had the same issues the Giants had last year: injuries and a bad offensive line. And Jalen Hurts performed damn near better than Daniel Jones almost did. 10 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He's not a good quarterback.
All right, so we got the NFC West. Of course, that I think that's the toughest division in NFC. You
Yes.
got you got the Cardinals, you got 49ers, you got the Rams, and then you got what I'm missing Seahawks.
Yeah.
So who's coming out that division?
It's tough because any team on any given any team can come out of this division. So I got I got the Los Angeles Rams, and here's why. They got an upgrade at the quarterback position, and Matthew Stafford, a 4,000 yard passer every single season. Someone who could throw the ball down the field, very strong arm. They got an awesome defense. They got the top defensive tackle in the game in Aaron Donald. They got a great defensive line. They got the top cornerback in the NFL in Jalen Ramsey. They got good wide receivers. They got a great slot receiver in Cooper Cup. Robert Woods, who does his job very, very well. Tyler Higbee at the tight end, running back by committee. They just asked Sony Michelle, who's very, very good when he's on the field, and he has been healthy as well. The last season he didn't get that many carries as he wanted to because that showed you how valued Damian Harris was over him, and James White was over him. And after losing Cam Akers, you get Sony Michelle. That's great. That's awesome. And I like the Rams in this division. And the Seattle Seahawks, I got the 49ers. When healthy, I got them in second place. I think that's one of my wild card teams in second place. That's one of my wild card teams. When they're healthy, I think they can be that defense can be something special. Ayuk is going to be very, very good. Ayuk is very, very good over there. Jimmy G can win football games, even though he's a game manager. The running game is very, very good. The offensive line is very, very good. George Kittle is very, very good. That defense is very, very good. I trust the 49ers when healthy. But this also a make or break season for Jimmy G. Jimmy G is playing for value right now. He's not going to be there next year. Jimmy G he's gone. Trey Lance is gonna be the starting QB next year, or probably probably if he gets hurt. I heard rumors Trey Lance is hurt right now. He hurt himself right now. So again, this is a make or break year for Jimmy. He's just playing for value at this point. Uh, Seattle, they're gonna always find a way to be in it with Russell Wilson. I got them, and I got the Arizona Cardinals in last place. Even though they do got D Hop, they do got AJ Green. They're gonna lose Chandler Jones some way because he requested a trade. They did add a JJ Watt. They do got Kyler Murray over there. But I mean that division is stacked, man. I mean anybody can make a playoff. Don't be surprised if you see two teams in that division do make the playoffs. Two teams in that division probably will make the playoffs.
Um, so Gooley says that he don't got the Rams winning. He don't trust Stafford as far as he can throw him.
Mm.
He's going out on a limb and say, watch, he's saying Arizona or Seattle. Maybe the 49ers, they stay healthy. Um, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I mean, I can see the Rams definitely getting first, but I'm gonna go and pick the 49ers. This is gonna be their back. This is gonna be their redemption season. Everybody was hurt last year. Get Debo Samuel back. They got and Ayuk over there. They got George Kittle, I guess one of the best tight ends in the league. Jimmy G. Yeah, Jimmy can stay healthy. You might see a Trey Lance in early. Trey Lance did hurt his finger, but he's not gonna be available week one. But I think it's not season ending his finger. Then on that defensive side, of course you got Fred Warner. Of course, you got Nick Bosa and them guys over there, and then you got Raheem Mostert is a running back, and then they also picked up Troy Sermon from
Ohio.
Ohio State.
No,
So,
that's Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Yeah, he did,
um,
but he did play at Ohio State. He did play
yeah.
there.
So, I mean, so we'll see. I do like the
Yeah.
49ers bouncing back. Then it's the Rams. Then you got see, I say the Seahawks could be third, and then Arizona. But you never know. You can't cut out. You
Yes.
can't
Look.
cut out Russell. Last
Yeah.
name Wilson, because
Yeah.
Russell will
I
find a
can't.
way to burn you. He's hard to
Yeah.
bring down the sack. He got DJ Metcalf on one side and then Tyler Lockett on the other. So that's a tough division. It's
Yeah.
very competitive.
Anybody
Honestly,
can be
anybody
good.
can win that division.
Anybody can win the division. Anybody can be good. Anybody can be good in that division. That's how tough that division is. And they all gonna probably beat up on each other in the division as well.
All right, so you picking the Rams, I'm picking the Niners. So let's go to Gooley. Let's go to your division, Gooley. So we got the NFC North with the Chicago the Bears. We got the Green Bay Packers. We got um the Lions and the Vikings. Who you got in that division?
Long as Aaron Rodgers in that division, I got Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Like I say, Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. The guy is very, very good. He's very elite. Can run up, move up out the pocket, throw while he's moving, throws any ball, throws a receiver open. He got his buddy Randall Cobb back. Devontae Adams is the second best receiver in the National Football League. They got a stud in Jair Alexander at the defensive side on the defensive side of the corner of the football. And they got Aaron Jones, who's very good, who's a very great running back. That defense is gonna kind of be respectable. I got the Green Bay Packers winning the division. Second place, I got the Minnesota Vikings. With Dalvin Cook. That Dalvin Cook is an elite running back. Kirk Cousins shows some flashes, but it's inconsistent. Justin Jefferson. Oh my God! Every time I bring him up, you think of the Eagles. You think of him. You think of him. Imagine what he would like being with the Eagles. A 1,400-yard season, 7 touchdowns for Justin Jefferson. Adam Thielen had an awesome year. The defense. They just signed Harrison Smith back. Yesterday. That's a big plus. He deserves to end his
And
career.
Everson
And
Griffin's back.
Griffin is back as well. They're going to be competitive. Chicago awesome defense, but no goddamn offense. I mean, no damn offense. No damn offense. Awesome defense, but no goddamn offense. That's the reason why the Chicago Bears made the playoffs last year, just because of the defensive side of the football. That's the only reason they made it. Andy Dalton. I'm not. I don't like Andy Dalton. He's not a good quarterback. He's an average quarterback at best. Um, Justin Fields will play at some point this season. Mark my words, he will be on the field sometime this season. You do got Allen Robinson, who's frustrated, who's not going to be there next year. Who's not going to be there next year? You're going to lose Allen Robinson. You're definitely going to lose him. Um, and like I say, you got question marks all over this offense. You got Montgomery, who's very good when he gets the ball, but the problem is he don't get the ball enough. So the Bears going to be in going to be in third place, and Detroit Lions, who's going to be the worst football team in the National Football League.
And coming into the chat, here's Mal Gooley. He had to talk about his Bears. What's up, Gooley?
What's up? What is up, y'all? What is
What
up?
is up? What is up?
Okay, I had to come up because when he said the Bears in third place, I kind of had to come up here. Mr. Coach Donte, hello. Now Gooley here. I got one question for you. Do you believe in
Hmm.
Kirk Cousins?
Do I believe in Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Yes, more than Andy Dalton. Yeah, I believe in him more than
Yeah,
Andy Dalton. I
that's,
does.
that's
Yeah,
all I need to hear.
I believe in him
That's
more
all
than
I
Andy
need to
Dalton.
hear. You know, Minnesota, this is the final year for him. If Kirk Cousins doesn't do anything, he's gone. You need to remind everybody that the Vikings were looking for a quarterback in the draft, and that person was going to be Justin Fields. But when Justin Fields got picked up by the Bears, Minnesota decided to be typical Minnesota and just say, okay, well, let's give this this event one more try. Here's the problem with Minnesota, and it's not because of division rivalry or anything like that. Kirk Cousins is not the answer. I mean, granted, last year he finally won a primetime game against my team, but at the same time, like you said, I will agree with this. Amazing defense, no damn offense. That's true about the Bears. We have no offense, quite frankly. We have the offense. We just don't have no O line. Our O line is god awful. And with Jason Peters over there, he might be starting.
I pray for you, Gooley, with Jason
He's
Peters. I pray
starting
for
now.
you.
He's going to be starting because Tevin Jenkins is out. We won't be seeing Tevin Jenkins till probably week 5, which sucks. Now the whole thing with Andy Dalton. Personally, after what I saw these last preseasons, personally, Nick Foles should be starting, then Justin Fields, or better yet, Justin Fields. Even though I said too many times in live streams that he shouldn't be starting, and he's proven in these preseason games with second and third string defenses and whatnot that he could be a potential threat. But I gotta disagree. Chicago will be second again with
The only reason I'm gonna tell you
a
this.
negative record.
No, I understand. I respect your decision, but the only reason I picked Minnesota because they actually have better weapons in the better quarterback. That's why I picked them. The Bears defense is elite. That's the reason why the Bears was in the playoffs last year because of that defense right there. That defense kept the Bears in a lot of games. And if you guys had any type of quarterback, y'all might would have beat the Saints because that defense held the Saints to 21 only probably 21 points in that football game. So
That's
that mean
true.
to tell me that's how bad Mitchell Trubisky was throughout the whole season. It was controversy in the locker room between that defensive side of the ball and the offense. So that's the reason why I went with Minnesota because they actually have the better quarterback over there. They actually have the better receivers over there. They actually have the better running back over there. Their defenses fell off a little bit, but they still respectable on defense. But the Bears got an elite defense. I don't trust in Andy Dalton. Now, if they put Justin Fields in, my mind might would change. But the problem is, when is he gonna play? I don't know.
A lot of people are saying week 3. I'm going to give it by week 8. If it was really up to me, it's because number one, look, Andy, I'm gonna put my trust, not faith, but I'm gonna put my trust in Andy. But at the same time, Andy's gonna have to low key just number one, he's gonna have to learn how to read because your offensive line is bad, and I mean really bad. I thought they fixed their offensive line until that second game, that second preseason game. Until that second preseason game, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be one of those years. This is gonna be one of those type of years. Yeah, as a Bears fan, it's rough, but I can see why you picked Minnesota second. I
Yeah.
think everybody and their mother on the Spotlight Sports Network had Minnesota going second, except for me. I was the only one that said Minnesota would be third, and by God, they were third last year. I mean, I believe we will see Justin Fields sooner.
Mm-hmm.
If let's say, God forbid, and I mean only if Andy Dalton got hurt or anything, we will see Justin Fields. If look, I'm not trying to put bad juju on the man, but you guys know where I'm coming from with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, because for the Bears right now, people are in the hot seat right now. People can say Matt Nagy can be on the hot seat. Yeah, you can put him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I believe if
But
Matt Nagy, if the Bears doesn't have a great year, I believe he should be on the hot seat. I definitely agree with you on
I believe that the man that should be on the hot seat, the man that should have been fired This season should have been Ryan Pace. Ryan Pace should have been gone about last year. As soon as Kyle Fuller left the team, that's what right then and there, I've lost faith in Ryan Pace.
Mm-hmm.
I really have. I've lost faith in Ryan Pace. The locker room lost faith in Ryan Pace. But my whole thing is this with the Bears. I mean, yeah, like this guy says right here, Bears O line is very suspect. It really is. And here's the thing: if Matt Nagy wants to save his job, it would be wise to start. It would be wise to start Fields week 1 because you're facing off against the Rams. You're facing off against Aaron Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
Name me one offensive tackle on that O line that's going to stop him. Peters? Peters is not stopping Aaron Donald. Peters is not stopping Aaron Donald. Maybe Tevin Jenkins if Tevin Jenkins wasn't hurt, but common sense. And as for the Lions, I think we all can agree the Lions are last because their
they're
coach
gonna be the worst team in football.
their coach is literally focusing on taking out players' knees. So
man.
my biggest fear to that is Khalil, watch your knee. Watch your knee.
But I definitely got Green Bay winning this division. It's Aaron Rodgers, the bad man that he is. He got one of the best wide receivers in the game, the Adams. Aaron Jones is a good receiver. You got
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's been here.
Then you got Aaron Rodgers always finds a receiver that and makes him better, just like how Tom Brady takes a nobody receiver and makes him better. You got Scanlon and those guys over there. The defense. I hope Kevin King is not back there because Kevin King was horrible. Horrible in that playoff game.
Ooh. I was so happy they brought him back. I was so happy Green Bay brought him back. Here's my thing: Green Bay will win. Green Bay will win the division, but it won't be as easy as it has been in years past.
I think Minnesota gonna be the competition right there. Like I say, the Bears, it feel like they just need a quarterback. But like I say again, Allen Robinson, this might be his last year in Chicago. It's gonna be his last year in Chicago. And like I say, then you just lost Miller. You just lost Anthony Miller. You just lost him as well.
And you lost Devon. Personally, to me, losing Miller, it did suck. It did sting a little bit. But at the same time, the way how Adams has played, he looks great. But a lot of people are putting this man to sleep. Why are we sleeping on Darnell Mooney?
Mooney?
Dude was balling last year. I believe he'll ball again this year.
Yeah, he's going to be your number 2 receiver.
He's your number 2 receiver. Number 3 will probably be either Ridley or Adams being your number 3 or 4. I mean, with this Bears team on offense, personally, first off, Nagy's play calling. That's the problem. Number 1, just have Bill Lazor call the play calls, Nagy. Because let's be real, Bill Lazor knows how Andy Dalton works. For God's sakes, he knows how he coached the man in Cincinnati. For God's sakes.
And hopefully your running backs stay healthy. David Montgomery and Tyreek Cohen's coming off that injury as well.
And then you got Pierce coming in. I mean, and then you also got Khalil Herbert coming in. So, yeah, it'll be interesting for the Bears. Wait, okay, someone said Packers winning 12 games. Jesus, I would say Packers will be winning 11 games. Viking 11 or 10. Viking, I see maybe 10 or 9. Bears straight up 9. Lions 3 wins.
Like I said again, I think I forgot. I think Montgomery is actually really, really good. I just think Matt Nagy don't get him the ball. Matt Nagy don't get him the ball enough. I just think Montgomery is really, really good.
He is a really good running back. I mean, he had 1,000 yards this season. Probably maybe like the 10th best in rushing yards last year.
Andy better use Jimmy Graham because Jimmy Graham balled out. He scored that touchdown.
Jimmy Graham was the lead.
He scored that touchdown and walk off the field.
He was leading the team in receiving touchdowns last year. So, I mean, I'm not worried about Graham. I'm not worried about Montgomery. I'm more concerned with Allen Robinson. He might stay, but at the way how this is going, If we get a new GM there, Allen Robinson would stay. But my whole thing is this: for me, for Allen Robinson, if I was the Bears, agree or disagree to this contract. 80 million, 20 million guaranteed for 4 years. For 4 years, that's a really decent contract for him.
That's a
He's
really
worth that
decent
money.
contract. But if
He's
it's just a matter if he takes it, if he takes it
Right.
or not. If he feel like the team can make a push, that's just up to Allen Robinson. It's a
that's
great
true.
contract, but it just depends on the position of the team. As he feel like, do he feel like this team give me the best shot to win? That it just depends on him. And like I say, I just think Allen Robinson is going to be gone this year. I don't think I just think he's going to be gone this year. But
As
like,
long as he doesn't go to Green Bay, it's fine.
oh man, just
Oh
imagine if he go.
boy,
If he
Cooley
Boy,
goes
would
to
see, man,
Green Bay,
riot.
I'll
if
be
he
fine.
go, hey, if he goes to Aaron Rodgers, if he goes to Green Bay, that may keep Aaron Rodgers down. They may keep him now. That may keep him down.
Ah, God, Green Bay.
And then
Green Bay.
you got pulling it into the rear is what the Lions, the nerve. Oh, they
No,
see the nerve.
you gotta say, well, Dante, we have a running joke on here.
Uh
I
huh.
came up with this with the Lions. You ever seen The Wizard of Oz, right?
No, I watch sports, so I don't watch shows or movies. I watch sports.
Oh
I watch
wow.
sports a lot.
So you've never seen the Wizard of Oz? Never seen the
No,
Wizard of Oz?
no,
Oh
That's
man.
Lord.
strange. Okay.
Yeah, we call the Detroit Lions the Noise.
They're the scarecrow. But
Oh
but
God.
Andy, but they swap quarterbacks. You got a Jared Goff, and I feel bad for him because he has no offensive line now. I mean, he did draft that offensive line. I forget his name. Sewell. That was a good upgrade for them. The DeAndre Swift is an up and coming running back. You still got AP
Yes.
over there, still running as a veteran for him. Um, so I mean, no more Galladay, he's gone. But I feel bad for golf over there. BMGM is coming at you. She was like, "You never seen the Wizard of Oz?"
He's never seen The Wizard of Oz, folks.
Nah, I never seen the Wizard of Oz, man. Like I say, I watch sports too much. All you see, Sports Center, NBA TV, Football Network. That's all you see. I don't even watch movies. I don't even watch
Ooh, that hurts. Okay, that hurts a bit. So you
it.
guys just did all the NFC conference?
No, I don't think we did the AFC
No, we
South.
got one more
NFC
left.
South. We got one more
We got
left.
to do the NFC South.
The NFC
So
South?
and of course NFC South, the home of the defending champs and the Tampa Bay Bucks and Tom Brady.
The
We
team
got
that might go
Saints,
back to back.
Saints, um, the Panthers, and I'm missing somebody.
The
Panthers,
Falcons.
Panthers,
Saints, Falcons.
The
Falcons.
Falcons.
There you go. Who you who
Oh,
who you got winning that division, Dante?
Well, like I say, that's a unanimous decision. It is Tom Brady and the Bucks. Like I say, they're good all around the board. Their defense, their secondary, with Antoine Winfield, Carl Williams. The linebacking core is very, very great. It's great. Levante David, and White is pretty good. Devin White. The offense is just a great offense. Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, 1,000-yard receiver every single season. Antonio Brown, Gronkowski. I mean, it's not much to say about them. They did unanimous decisions to win that division and probably get back to the Super Bowl. I don't see too many teams competing with them. Like I say, the few teams you give a shot to is probably the Rams, Packers, Tennessee. I would give the Chiefs a chance against them, but other than that, I don't see nothing else. I got the second place.
Thank
It's
you, Mr.
gonna it's
OG
gonna
Ryder, for that
it's
sub.
gonna
I
be
do
the
appreciate
Saints.
that.
I gotta trust the Saints more than I trust the Falcons and Panthers. I gotta trust them, but there was a wild card team for me. They're not no more because Michael Thomas will miss the first 5 weeks. He will miss the first 5 weeks of the regular season, so that will kind of hurt them. That will kind of hurt them. Jameis Winston, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. The only reason they're gonna be irrelevant because of that defense. They lost a lot of pieces on that defense though because of that
Yeah.
defense and the head coach Sean Payton. That's the only way I got them relevant right there. And I got the Falcons at third, and I got the Panthers at fourth. This is Sam Darnold. He's got to prove to me, is he really good, or is he was just with a bad head coach? If that's the only thing I wants to see.
Come
Sam
on now.
Darnold to
We
me,
all know Gase was horrible.
I
I
know,
was
but
glad Darnold got out of
this
there.
is the year. Coach should never be Adam Gase should never be another head coach in this league. He should never be a head coach in this league. No more. Adam Gates should never be a head coach in this league anymore. That's just plain and simple. But this year, Sam Darnold is going to have to prove to me that he's actually a good quarterback. Good quarterback. Now, if he doesn't have a good season, he's just not a good quarterback. Now, I want to see no Adam Gates. No Adam Gates. It should be no excuses.
Yeah, Matt Rule's not a bad quarterback. You know, he was a
Yeah.
quarterback over here for the Temple Owls over here in Philly. So I mean, Matt Rule can get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Jameis, we got to see Jameis, do better. We didn't,
Yeah.
he was a backup last year. Him and Taysom Hill was fighting for number one. I already knew it was going to be Winston because
Yeah.
Taysom Hill still hasn't proved he can be a quarterback. We know he's
Yeah.
an offensive weapon because you can use Taysom Hill in any package. He could be a quarterback, he could be a receiver, he could be running back, he could be a tight end. He can do it all. He can block punts. Taysom Hill can do it all. But yeah, they're gonna be second in that division. And then I'm gonna say the Atlanta's gonna be last.
Okay. That's respect.
I got the Falcons last, and then we got Carolina being at number 3.
Okay. That's respectable.
All right, what you think, Gooley? Since you hopped in on there, what you think?
Number one will be Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay will most likely will probably go. They might go back to back. I don't see. Well, first off, here's my thing. Yes, you can say Green Bay. Yes, you can say the Rams. Yes, you can say that. But here's the thing with Green Bay, and this is what I found out about that NFC Championship game. Aaron Rodgers is good with his feet, correct?
Yeah.
They had open lane to the end zone. Why he didn't take it?
Oh, we'll never.
Yeah.
And then also Matt LaFleur, this dude that fancies himself as an offensive coordinator or an offensive genius, decided to go for a field goal instead of going for it all. This ain't the NBA playoffs. This is the NFL playoffs. You live or you die by the sword. Apparently, Matt LaFleur thinks he's still in college, but it's all good. But yeah, the Bucks will go back to back. The Bucks have all-stars on that team. They still have Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going for that 8th. And I'm going to say this right now. If you didn't respect Tom Brady last year, and if he somehow, some way does it again, I don't want to hear anybody saying anything negative about Tom Brady. Say what you will about the man. I don't care. Say what you will.
Like he cries too damn much for me, but you gotta respect that he's going to be a GOAT. He's going to be a first round Hall of Fame. He cries too much, but you gotta respect his numbers.
It's not even just his number. Just you have to think about this. He did it without Bill. Think about that.
Yep.
He did it without Bill. What does that tell you? Bill got so angry that he literally took all of free agency, all the good people in free agency. That's how mad Bill was.
Hey, his buddy Grump came back.
Yeah, Grump came back. So see, this is the thing. Tom Brady will be a champion again, and this is why I don't have them winning it. But if they do win it, look, I'm just gonna look at Tom and say, you know what, damn GOAT. I'm not gonna call Tom a GOAT. I'm gonna call him even higher than a GOAT. What is better than a GOAT? Easy. A God.
Yeah.
He's a God.
I mean, he reminded me of Kobe. Like, I didn't like Kobe. I didn't like Kobe at all. But I respected him. I respected the way he played. I respected him. Like, I didn't like the way he treated his teammates. But I respected Kobe Bryant, the way he played. That reminded me of Tom Brady. I respect him. The way he plays the game. The way he can kind of, when he come in, he can change a locker room. He can change players. He can make players out there look good. He can get players out of a suit and tie and off the street and make them look good
I mean, hell, he got Antonio Brown living with him in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to say this, I'm kind of mad my brother's not on here. He's been MIA, but he's been working. So that's why he's MIA. EJ, I know you and every Colts fan is crapping themselves in a 10-mile radius. What if Tom Brady went to the Colts. Can you imagine? With all of that young blood that Tom gets to play with. Can you imagine that? Nope. Now you're sitting here. You got a quarterback that refuses to take a vaccine. Your backup has a torn ACL. This all could have been avoided, Colts fans. I can't wait till we talk about the AFC South. This all could have been avoided if you kept one man. But this is Jim Irsay. But yeah, back to the NFC South. Bucks are winning that division. The Saints. Look, I was surprised that they gave Jameis Winston the start, but at the same time, I'm not mad about it because, to be honest, I don't think Hill is ready. I don't think Hill is ready to be a starting quarterback yet. It's just not yet. And also, here's the thing about Jameis Winston. I think him learning from Drew Brees, that really helps. And Sean Payton really helps. I don't think we'll see the turnover machine that we saw.
He got that LASIK surgery. He can see now.
He can see. At number 3, I'm going to go with the Panthers. Panthers will be number 3. I think that this will be a bounce back year for this will be a bounce back year for I can't even think of the quarterback's name.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Sorry. I see Sam Darnold having a bounce back year. He had a good preseason, a really good preseason. But let's see what he can do with that outside the field. And plus, you also have Christian McCaffrey back there. I don't think, that will be too much of an issue. And now 4th would be the Falcons. Why the Falcons? This is the same team that blew a 40-point lead. 40-point lead to the Cowboys. This is the same team that blew a 21-point lead to the Bears. This is the same team that won 21-3 all day, 28-3 all day. Atlanta, and you lost Julio Jones. Personally, to me, I think Atlanta should have hit the read button very fast. Not Julio Jones should have left, but also Matt Ryan should have left too.
Yeah,
they should have drafted a QB. I'm shocked they didn't.
QB. I'm shocked they didn't. And now, hey, look, nothing against Matty Ice, nothing against him. It's a good QB. The problem is once again, I feel so bad for Pitts.
He had a nice catch yesterday too.
Like being the number 1 tight end in the draft, only to play with a team. And I got to give Atlanta fans something. Y'all still believe that y'all have the most dangerous receiving game. That receiving game is gone now. Julio's
can't out Calvin Ridley though.
You still got Calvin Ridley, but there's so much he can do. You can't throw Ridley every play.
I mean, Russell Gage is pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. A pretty decent receiver.
But yeah, Atlanta's rebuilding. And
who's their running back?
Tiger. Is it?
No, it's not Todd Gurley no more. It's not Todd Gurley.
It's not Todd Gurley anymore.
No, it's not.
He was only on a 1 year. He was a 1 year rental.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know their running back.
I forget who their running back is.
It's not Freeman, is it?
No, it's not Devontae Freeman.
Oh, Mike Davis.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay. 4th place. Yep, 4th seed to me.
Yep,
they're done.
We didn't went through all the divisions. That was the last one, but we can definitely recap in the AFC East again. We got Buffalo winning the East, and the West, of course, is the Chiefs. The AFC North, we both picked the Browns. AFC South is the Tennessee Titans. The East, both picking the Eagles.
Okay.
NFC West, Donte picked the Rams. I'm going for the Niners. The North, we both got Green Bay, and then
Green Bay.
The South is definitely, Tampa Bay. And you said Todd Gurley has a flat tire.
All right, so wait a minute. Okay, so since I came on late as a surprise, okay, you said the East, you all had Buffalo winning, right?
Yeah.
And the AFC?
Yeah.
I believe that Buffalo will go back to back. I believe Buffalo will win the division, but it won't be easy because their division has gotten tougher now because the Jets have gotten tougher. The Jets
going last. The Jets are going to be in the basement.
I don't think the Jets will be in the basement this year. I think, they'll have a negative record, but I think people are going to be falling asleep on this Jets team. Yeah, Gangrene David, rewind this stream. I said people are falling asleep on the Jets this year. I know hell has frozen over. Um, so yeah, Jets will be fourth. Third, shockingly, third and second, it's tied between the Patriots and Miami, and here's why. Miami's a dangerous team. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I got them as a wild card.
For them to have, what was their record? Were they 10-6?
10-6, yeah, 10-6.
And not to make the playoffs. Not to make the playoffs. I'm telling you right now, Miami is going to turn heads. Miami's turning heads. And yes, I am watching
especially with Tua and Weddle.
Why is R-Truth in a blonde wig? Okay, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, R-Truth in a blonde wig. And what is that, a Karazawa in a puppy dog suit? Oh God.
Well, you know they trying to get the hardcore title from Reginald.
This is so
anyway.
racist. But why is he in a puppy dog outfit? It's so racist. Okay, anyway. What was I saying? Okay, the Patriots. The Patriots are back. I don't give a damn what anybody says. It's a wild card team from the jump. Hey, they could win the division. It all depends. Now, a lot of people say, "What about Mac Jones?" I don't think we'll see Mac Jones.
That's gonna be my next question. You think we'll see Mac Jones this season, or will Cam play the whole season?
Cam will play the whole season because here's the thing. First things first. It all depends when it comes to Bill. Bill, Cam is not Tom Brady. Cam can run the ball. Yes, you did give him offensive line, but here's the problem with that. If Cam sees an opening, he's gonna
take it. Yep.
He's gonna take it. If Bill Belichick, he's a smart coach, we know this for years. If you let Cam be Cam, they will win that division. If you don't and try to make him into Tom Brady, they will be a wild card, only to get smacked by their older brother. Well, actually, not older brother, their little brother in Buffalo. So yeah, Buffalo will be number one. Let's be real here. I'm happy they picked up Mitchell Trubisky as a backup QB because I think personally after that game with the Bears in Buffalo, it told me straight up that Nagy was the issue, not Hey, you can laugh, Coach Donte.
Nah.
Did you see that preseason game?
Yeah, I did. Mitchell Trubisky shellacked y'all. I didn't want to see her.
And I did not get mad. I did not get mad. I had a calm face. I was actually cheering for Mitch the whole game. Because they let me know Mitch wasn't the problem. It was Nagy and his play calling that was the problem.
Yep.
Even Marie is on the screen key. Oh my God. Why are you trying to
No, she's not on my screen, so I don't care.
Mitch he played his heart out. He did. But he's not gonna play this season unless oh God. There's no way. But anyway, yeah, I got Buffalo winning that division unless some craziness happens. Then if secondary would be the Patriots. What was the other division you guys talked about? Was it the AFC?
All of them.
All of them.
What about the North? We picked Cleveland to win the North.
Cleveland will win the North. Cleveland will be first. The Ravens will be second. Cincinnati will be third, and Steelers will be fourth.
Okay.
Whoa, you putting the Steelers fourth? Damn, at least I gave them third.
I did too.
I'm not giving them third. Actually, to be honest, both the Steelers and the Bengals will be fighting for the basement because, number one, the Steelers still believe that Big Ben, a geriatric old man, can still get them to the promised land. They drafted Najee Harris, and that's not what they needed. They needed an offensive line. They never addressed their O-line issues. They had trouble on their edge. They had trouble on their line. And instead, what did they do? Typical Steeler fashion, they picked a running back.
Every team could win in the NFC least. Yeah.
Anytime.
I have Washington.
That gotta be Darian trolling. That gotta be him.
I have Washington.
That gotta be Darian right there.
Washington will go back to back. Washington will go back to back in that division.
And then we got the South. We all picked the Titans.
Okay, now the South is a toss up. Number one. Okay, now Jacksonville will be third. There's no ifs, ands, or buts with that. Houston, you guys got hella problems. Houston, we got a problem now. Y'all got plenty.
Hey, trust me. I'm a Houston fan. I got to deal with it, and I know. So I do respect it. I do know. I do
Let
know
me
we got
let me
hella
let me
problems.
say this: if I was a Colts fan, apparently they could get Nick Foles, but knowing the Colts, they want something bigger. What if the Colts was to offer Houston a first round pick for next year's draft, a first round pick for 2023, and maybe oh god, this one would be a little bit tough because personally, I think they should trade him. Who's the wide receiver for the Colts? Their number one option.
T.Y.
T.Y.
Hilton.
Well, he's out for. He's done.
T.Y. Hilton's out for the
Yeah,
year.
he got a neck injury. He got some type of
Oh,
neck or back injury.
God.
wow. I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's say this. If T.Y. wasn't hurt, I would give Houston 2 first round picks, T.Y. Hilton for Deshaun Watson.
But do you think it's gonna be okay for Carson Wentz? Do you think Carson Wentz will like that?
Oh, he
Because
gonna be gurgling
Carson
and
Wentz will be
complaining
I
their
mean,
anyway.
backup.
I
It
mean,
all depends if they didn't sign Carson Wentz. Personally, to me, I was happy they got Carson Wentz because now
yeah.
Frank Reich knows how to work with Carson Wentz. But here's the problem with this. We don't even know if Kirk Cousins is not Kirk Cousins. We don't even know if he's gonna play. Wentz is gonna play because he refuses
Okay.
to take the vaccine. So, hey, Colts fans, get ready. You guys are screwed. This all could have been avoided if you kept Jacoby Brissett. Now look at you. Your backup has a torn ACL. Carson Wentz doesn't want to take a vaccine because of personal reasons. You guys are in hell. Colts fans, you're in hell. And here's the thing. I live in Indianapolis. Colts fans have already lost hope. That's horrible. They lost hope, my guys. They lost hope. And they have nothing to blame but themselves. If they only would have drafted, I'm shocked. That was a team right there that could have drafted Kyle Trask. Why didn't you guys draft Kyle Trask? Y'all need a quarterback. It doesn't
Because
matter.
they already got Eason and the other guy that they trying to, you know. But no, Wentz will be back week 1 because he only out for 5 days, and so But and then we did the AFC West. We forgot about that. First, we picking the Chiefs.
Oh God, yeah, the Chiefs won. D. Okay, now me and D and Jake had a talk about this. And for God's sakes, D desecrated my Avatar show. Let me say this. Oh boy. Now,
No, it's it's crazy part is we picked the Raiders to go third, and we got the Chargers coming in second.
to be honest, though, I actually have the Saints, the Raiders going third, but actually putting up a fight for that second place spot. Now, here's the problem with this. I'm shocked D is not coming up here telling us to go F ourselves with this Raider banter. We'll probably
He already said the disrespect. He already said it earlier.
okay, but sure, he's going to say the disrespect for me, even though he shouldn't be a shocker because me and Jake actually believe that the Chargers will make the playoffs this year. Look, people, D's putting that voodoo on Justin Herbert. See, look
Hey,
at
Dio, yeah.
he's putting the voodoo.
Hey, D.
D, you're gonna need this. Yeah, he's putting the juju on Justin Herbert. I don't think Justin Herbert's gonna have a bad season. I don't think he is. He's not. He's not having a bad season. He won't. I think he will have a really better season than his rookie campaign. Let's be real. Everyone was talking about Joe Barrow, but the big talk of the town is Justin Herbert. Why is that? Because the Chargers are actually giving a damn. They're actually protecting their investment, which is smart. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here you
He
go.
said he's having a second year slump.
I'm going to say this right now. If that happens, I will sing Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Kusha to take that bad juju away from him. Okay? I will dance. I will do the hula. I will do everything in my power to get the bad juju off. Now, as for the Raiders, I've said this so many times before about them. Defense, there's two problems here. Defense, and John Gruden. That's it. I mean, personally, I think John Gruden should be fired after this season, but the Raiders won't do it for some strange reason. They won't because the man has a stake in ownership. But it is what it is. Oh, Herbert being MVP this season—that's a little bit of a reach. A little bit of a reach. Hey, he might. For God's sakes, I mean, he injured one of the Chiefs' defensemen in his first game, so it is possible. The man is built like a tank. God. Wait, did Dewdrop win? Oh yeah, Dewdrop won. She didn't even read.
So out of the two quarterbacks, we all know Trevor Lawrence is starting for the Jags, and we know Zach Wilson is starting for the Jets. Who has a better season?
You said what?
Who?
So it's going to be Trevor Lawrence and it's going to be Zach Wilson. Who has a better season out of the two?
I'm going to go with Trevor Lawrence.
I'm not buying the hype over Trevor Lawrence. I'm really not.
I'm really going to have to.
Zach.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to go back and take Trevor Lawrence.
What I'm going to say this about Zach is about Zach Wilson is one and one thing only. For any team that embarrassed the Green Bay Packers is a friend indeed. So, but Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. I believe he's good, but I just have to see it from my own eyes. I have to see from my own eyes about Justin Fields, and I'm loving everything what I'm seeing. But yeah, Justin Herbert. Wait a minute. People need to know Gus Bradley knows Justin Herbert, and we have a Super Bowl champion defensive coordinator. We will be good. We will prove everyone wrong. We will prove everyone wrong. Everyone wrong.
So do y'all think Trey Lance will get in the season? Do you think
Yes.
he will?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it was some. Yes, I think he will play this year. I think he will
Are
play.
we going? We already said that Justin Fields is going to be in. So if Trey Lance and Justin Fields does get in, who you think is going to have a better,
Fields.
Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields. I thought Justin Fields was probably the second best quarterback in the draft behind Trevor Lawrence. I love Justin Fields. I love Justin Fields.
Okay. Forget where I was reading and scrolling, but they had the top 5 wide receivers right now. It was Stephon Diggs, it's Devontae Adams, Julio Jones. I think it was Michael Thomas. It was somebody else. As a D-Hop. Right now, who's the best wide receiver?
Personally, to me, and everybody say Devontae Adams, but here's my whole thing.
I'm
Aaron Rodgers has nobody to throw it to, but Devontae Adams, I am going to go with the man who can't be covered. I'm going with D-Hop. I think D-Hop's the better receiver.
That's not even a question. DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver in football. If you didn't see that catch against the Buffalo Bills,
yes.
If you didn't see that,
that told me right there.
And without every 1 year rental in Houston with Brian Hoyer, TJ Yates, Brandon Wheat, and this guy still performed on the field. But if y'all didn't see that catch to win the game against Buffalo and him beat up on Xavier Howard, catch that one-handed pass, y'all need to go check that out. But no, that is not even a question. DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver in football. That's not even a question. Who's the best receiver in football?
Yeah, because D-Hop catches pretty much dang on there everything that comes his way. Yeah, definitely it's going to be D-Hop. What about running back wise? Who you think is going to be a good running back this year?
Out of who? What you mean?
I'm just saying, who you think is it gonna be Derrick Henry again? He did lead the league in rushing. Of course you got to put Derrick Henry up there on your list. With running backs, you got to up and coming Swift and those guys. Who you think is gonna be a good running back this year overall?
I got Derrick Henry until his knees fall off. I got Derrick Henry. I got Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry
No
will
doubt.
be the first man to go back to back 2,000 yards.
Okay.
Derrick Henry. Here's the thing. Derrick Henry is huge, and he's only getting bigger. He's literally the epitome of Clifford the Big Red Dog. If Clifford was black, huge, and could ram people, but that man is a freaking moose. Old Henry.
All right, so y'all all seen the top, the top 100. I'm not gonna go through the whole top 100. I'm just gonna do the top 10. So I want y'all to know if this was a good top 10 or not. Of course, Brady was not number one, which I thought he would be. But he wasn't. It was Mahomes. Hold on, let me find this
agree.
list.
I
Let me
agree with
find this
Mahomes
list
being
here.
one. Mahomes being one, I agree.
Give me a second. Top 100.
I
So
know
had
number
it written
10
down.
was Josh Allen. Number 10 was Josh Allen.
He did. I think he should have been in. I think he should be in top 10. What he did last year definitely got him there.
Now, number 3 was Aaron Rodgers.
Definitely, I agree with that.
Number 4, I believe.
All right, so number 1 was Patrick Mahomes.
Agree.
Number 2 was Aaron Donald. I'm sorry, Aaron Donald is a beast. Nobody can stop
I
Aaron
agree.
Donald.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Aaron Donald being number 2.
Aaron Rodgers is number 3.
Agree.
Derrick Henry number 4.
Agree.
Agree.
Travis Kelce was 5.
Number 6. Number 6.
Number 6 is Devontae Adams.
Agree. I agree with that. I agree. He's a top player in the National
He's a
Football
top
League.
10, but number 6 though.
Number
But they
7.
they basically did it on based on the year that they had though.
Okay, basically the year that they had. Okay.
Yeah, basically the
Tom
year
Brady
that they
was
had.
7. I thought Tom was going to be higher than 7, honestly.
I thought Tom was going to be top 5.
Yeah, I thought he was going to at least be top 5.
D Hop was number 8. TJ Watt
right
coming in at number 9.
That was huge.
That was huge right
there.
there.
This was shocking. TJ Watt coming in number 8, even though TJ did ball out last year. And Josh Allen number 10.
So TJ Watt being the second linebacker in the league, that's kind of a standing feat. But at the same time, he's with the Steelers. That's the problem. I mean, the Steelers are just known for their great defense. I mean, it's still Kirk.
So let's talk about some of the snubs because every year we have them. So, Detroit center Frank Ragnow, he got snubbed. He was unranked. KJ Wright, he was unranked. He was number 57 last year.
David Montgomery. I thought David Montgomery should be up there. I think he should be up there if he just get the goddamn ball enough for Matt Nagy. If he can just give him the ball, give him some carries.
Raekwon Smith got snubbed.
You said who?
Raekwon Smith.
Okay.
Raekwon Smith, yes.
Yes, he's really very good. Yeah, that's a robbery.
Now this one's a shocker how he's not on this list. Why is Buda Baker not on this list?
Ooh, Buda Baker. Yep. Well, that's why.
You say who not on the list?
Buda Baker did not make the top 100. The top 100.
All right, y'all. I'm about to leave here, so I will catch you all again in a minute.
Later, Ghoulie.
Yep. Yeah, I had to go get me something for that. I ain't gonna lie. I had to go get this for that. I don't.
Like,
yeah.
How do you not have Buda Baker on the list? Like that's crazy how he didn't make it on that top 100 list when he was 19 last year.
Yeah. Wait a minute. He went from 19, number 19, to not being on the list.
He's the highest paid safety,
and he's not on the list.
He's not on the list.
Wait a minute. He went from number 19 to off the list.
Yep.
He should have at least been on the list. He should have been at least. Golly, he should have at least put him in the top in the 100 area. Not even on the list from 19. Not even on the list. Didn't even crack the top 100.
Nope. Terry McLaurin, he didn't get on the list at all.
Mm-hmm.
He's another up and coming receiver for the Washington football team. Cole Beasley was at 96 last year. He not on the list. Um, who else? Brian Burns from Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
defensive end. So yeah, it's like that. And then D saying that's why he don't like when the players vote. That's crazy how you
Yeah,
don't put a
yeah.
Buda Baker on a list. Like
Yes. That is
I did not know that
that
at
is
all.
crazy, D. That
I
is
think
crazy.
I think Darren Waller should have been higher than what he was. He was
Yes.
35. He should at
He was
least
30.
been
He should have
at
been
least
hired.
top
I
20.
like Darren Waller. I like
Right.
Darren Waller.
Top
He's
he should have
very
been in
good.
top 10 contention.
He's a top three tight end in the league.
Yeah.
He's a top three tight end definitely in the league, most definitely.
Right. He said how Tyler Lockett 76 and he led the lead in catches. Like that list was crazy. I do think Waller should have been higher. Josh Jacobs should have been higher than he was. Like
Yeah.
it's just crazy how this list is. And of course we had three Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually the same where they're at. I
Mm-hmm.
think Jason Kelsey should have been higher because Kelsey's been a silent starting center for years. He's
Yeah.
never missed a game. He should be higher than what he is. He's going to go down to one of the greatest centers ever.
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher Cox, I mean,
What number
Brandon
was
Graham,
Fletch
I
at?
think
What number
Fletcher's
was
like
Fletch?
63.
Okay.
Brandon Graham was like 99, I think, or he was in the 90s. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, but yeah, some of these guys should have been higher what they really was.
Yeah.
Um, it
Darren
was the
Wallace. Darren Wallace should at least been in the top 20. Top 20. He should have been at least right there in the 20s, getting into the teens because that man had a great season. That man had an awesome season. I like that man. Darren Wallace is an elite tight end.
Yeah, and it's always a debate who's better, him or Kittle, or if Kittle,
Matter of fact, was he higher than George Kittle? Because George Kittle was in the 50s, right? George Kittle was
I
about
think
50,
so. I think
49.
Waller was higher than
Yeah,
Kittle.
he was about 35.
In my opinion, I think Waller's the better receiver.
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, the better tight end. Everybody can say, "Oh, George Kittle's better." The numbers don't lie when it comes to numbers. With if you compared him and Kittle, I mean, I like Darren Waller. That guy's a
Mm-hmm.
beast. He
That
just
guy's
like
not is a
Kittle.
beast.
He can catch everything that comes to him. But
Mm-hmm.
I gotta put Waller over George Kittle. So it's like it's Kelsey. I think it's Waller, then it's Kittle, and then
Yeah.
it's Mark Andrews, and then everybody tight ends after that. But that's the top four, right? That's my
Yeah.
top four right now.
Yeah. I love Darren Waller.
Yeah, Darren Waller. Just imagine if Baltimore would have kept him as a receiver.
Oh, that could have really helped Lamar Jackson right there. That could have really helped him out right there, man. So I'll say, man, Lamar Jackson to me again. Um, for him to be that elite status, he got to prove that he can beat people in the pocket, which is he haven't shown that. And this is a good opportunity for the Las Vegas Raiders, playing a great defense and shutting down Lamar Jackson, which is I think any you could, but the only thing Lamar Jackson you got to worry about is him eluding the pocket. Once he
Right.
gets up out of the pocket, that's when he becomes dangerous. Once you keep him in the pocket, hey, you definitely can beat him all day long.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm just so happy that preseason's over with.
Oh
We're
yeah.
getting down to the nitty gritty. The first game, that Thursday, I think it's a Thursday night game. Of course, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys in Tampa Bay. That's going to be a fun game for me to just
That's gonna be a
laugh.
night.
Yeah, that's going to be a great game for me to laugh
Yo.
at. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, we almost into the 2 hour mark again. That's we wanted to get hot and heavy into the
Mm-hmm.
show here. We're going to be back here every Monday nights at 8
Every
o'clock.
Monday night. Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
again, right now, like I said, NFL's back, so it's more hot and heavy right now with the
Oh,
NFL.
I'm
We're going
ready.
to talk about everything down to baseball. The playoffs is coming. Season's
Mm-hmm.
winding up down with baseball. Also, basketball is going to be coming up soon. We'll talk about that or the free agency that happened there.
Okay.
Or again, all the hottest topics that's out there. But again, I want to thank everybody who was in the chat, down to the Spotlights Network crew who did come up here in the chat. Gooley, he did come up. Make sure y'all go support Mal Gooley. He does cover all of Chicago, whether it's the Blackhawks in hockey, the Cubs. He's a big Bears fan. He loves the Bulls, and he's our wrestling guy. So go make sure y'all sub to Miles Gooley. Also sub to Donte as well, Coach Donte here on YouTube. So go comment, like, and subscribe to everybody here. Me as myself again. I'm trying to reach that 300 mark. I'm looking in the chat. I heard I'm up to 206. So we did crack the 200 mark. So I appreciate everyone who was in here tonight. Make sure y'all come back next Monday. We'll have more topics. Again, I'm Key. This is Donte. This is the 7200 Seconds Podcast Sports Show. And we out of here. Y'all have a good night.
Let's get right.